The news around the East African region from Southeast Sudan. A group of South Sudanese women have launched a petition calling for inclusivity in the upcoming three-year transition government to implement the outcome of the revitalized peace agreement. Now, according to the relief website, the Peace Pact allocates 35% of the ministerial portfolio's posts to women representatives in the transitional unity government. Pressing over to Rwanda and Israel are strengthening relations. The Middle East country early April opened up a new embassy in Rwanda's capital city, Kigali. It is reported that it was opened by the director of Israel's Foreign Ministry, Yuval Rotem, and Rwandan Foreign Minister Richard Sezibela. In Tanzania, civil society groups have warned that the deterioration in basic rights in Tanzania could undermine peace in the country, explaining that they wanted to raise a red flag over the direction of President John Pombe Magufuli's government is taking. Closing off the news around East Africa is a story from Kenya, where three suspected thugs were Wednesday morning shot dead and crude weapons found on them in a botched robbery in Lakisama area in Nairobi. Now, three men are said to have broken into houses at an apartment and started to terrorize tenants. Nairobi police boss Phil Pundolo said an alarm was raised and alerted police who were on patrol. Now let's take a look at the news around the world. We start from South Africa, where President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned attacks on foreign-owned shops that have left 3 people dead and led hundreds of Malawians to flee their homes. Now, a statement from his office called on police to identify those responsible and bring them to justice. On Monday, Foreign Minister Lidiwe Sisulu and Police Minister Bechi Cele had held talks with diplomats of African countries to discuss last week's violence. In Somalia, the African Union mission in Somalia, AMISOM, has handed over policy documents on law enforcement to Jubaland and Southwest States police forces to help streamline policing in the 2 federal member states. The documents cover issues critical to establishing a professional police force, among them code of conduct, transfer guidelines, human resource management, dress code, community policing, and recruitment, promotion, and gender equality. That is the news around the world and around East Africa. Next is the Pearl of Africa series.